as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails. They go play action with Haskins. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there at 22.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Haskins going to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Haskins back to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So he might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 52. More ball. 45. Mike, 45. 3 buzz.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
3rd and goal.
What we got? Check.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Steelers 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Steelers 5. Sam Cook
on now to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off on 1st down. And he finds Tyler Croft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
On the play.
And that plays when you probably get a little pushback from people. A toss near the goal line, I think they're fortunate that they only ended up with no gain and not a loss.
The defense strung it out beautifully. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Ric Flair. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Showing it. 45.
On 4th down, Goff. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to number 83. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
24-yard gain on the play. And the Falcon 1st down.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action now. Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
It is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Steelers 12. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida with another touchdown. touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Agnew on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
50, whirling. In your face. Hey, Mike's 50.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted, 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Haskins pass. Intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas.
Complete.
That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
A 41-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Marr now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Going top shelf. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Breida. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A quick throw complete on to Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Steelers. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Next to score, Steelers 36. Falcons 21. Chris Boswell.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Number 49.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again, here's Haskins. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Gain of 23 yards. First
play action. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. Forced out to his left. They will find Davis. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got daylight. 30, 10, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That'll be complete to Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2 for 1.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got a kill.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Goff. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
23, Falcons 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ball Agnew on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
They go play action with Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Ooh, the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd down and 12.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Breida. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. This one caught by David, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Atlanta.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
57. 57 is the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 57.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run again with Breida. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. A 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Dancing to his left. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.